Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Penny's Reading Nook. I'm here at the patch office. Do you know where that is? Any guesses out there? You're right. It's in Spencer, West Virginia, and I am glad to be here today. And guess what? I have a book for you. And what else? A project. That's right. I almost always have a cooking activity or some type of art project or some type of game, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you yet what it is, okay? I'm going to make you wait. So, come join me for the book and then we'll get started. You ready? Okay. The name of our book today is How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. This book is written by Monica Sweeney, so she was the writer, she wrote the words, and the illustrator was Feronia Parker Thomas. So that means Feronia is the one that drew the pictures. All right. Ready? Okay. How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. It's pretty colors in there, huh? All right. The sun and the clouds were best friends. They worked together to keep the earth warm and gardens growing. But of all the things they did together, their favorite was making rainbows so that the whole world was colorful and happy. It's a nice way to be, isn't it? Colorful and happy. Then, one day, the sun and the clouds had a big fight. The clouds were blocking the sun, and the sun couldn't shine through to the earth. The sun went sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at the clouds, and the clouds went clap, bang, boom back. Oh no, they were having a disagreement, weren't they? Well, they stopped being friends and were never in the sky together again. It's not a way to be, is it? With the sun and the clouds far apart, it was scorching hot on some days and damp and cold on others. Do you notice the faces on the sun and the clouds? Look, they're both very sad, aren't they? And worst of all, there were no more rainbows. Without rainbows, the flowers, streams, and even the cities started to lose their color. Soon the earth was black and white. Oh man, you want to live like that, huh? But in one little town and in one little school, in one little desk, there was one little forgotten box of crayons. And the crayons still had their colors. The desk rattled, shook, clamored, and clanked. And all of a sudden, it toppled over and the box of crayons tumbled out. See the crayons down there? Ah! I'm naked! Yippee! Get off of me! I'm out of here. Woe is me. Hey, where are all the colors? The crayons started to search for the colors. They raided marker bins and tore through art project, but everything as far as they could see was only black and white. Who made all the colors go away? Oh, this is so sad. This is terrible. What about daffodils and butter? If oranges aren't orange, oh, do I even exist? Oh, no. The crayons looked out the window. The sun was all the way to one side of the sky, looking angry. And the clouds were all the way to the other, looking gloomy. I miss all the colors. We can't even draw rainbows together now. Wait, that's it. We need to save the rainbows. Let's get to work. So the crayons started drawing little rainbows all over town. But nothing happened. The sun and the clouds didn't seem to notice. We have to make our rainbows bigger, Violet said. Working together, the crayons drew and scribbled. They made the biggest, brightest, most colorful rainbow the world had ever seen. Look at that giant rainbow. Ever so slowly, the sun perked up, and the clouds floated in for a closer look. The sun and the clouds both peered down, admiring the giant rainbow that the crayons had drawn. "What bright colors," said the sun. "It's incredible," said the clouds, and they looked at each other with great big smiles. Oh, look at that. They're looking much happier now, huh? The sun said to the clouds, "Remember when we used to be together all of the time and make rainbows?" The clouds nodded. "I'm sorry for going clap, bang, boom at you. And I'm sorry for going sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at you," said the sun. Look at that. They used their words and they said they were sorry. "It's better being friends," said the sun, and the clouds agreed. They hugged. The sun shined brightly, and the clouds misted happy rain. And ever so slowly, rainbows reappeared near and far, turning the world colorful once again. Ooh, look at that beautiful rainbow. It's very nice, isn't it? Oh, and look, looks like Orange is taking a break. The end. That was such a good book, wasn't it? And you know what? We could learn a lot from that book. We need to remember to use our words if something happens, because sometimes we all don't get along with each other, do we? Nope. We don't live in a perfect world, but you know what? When we're not getting along together, what's something we can do? We can think about it, you're right, and we can also use our words. Let's talk out the problem, okay? We can all do that, right? Right. All right, well, let's get ready for our project. But before I start the project, I'm going to turn the book back over, and we're going to concentrate on the book, and we're going to look at the colors of the rainbow. Do you know all of the colors in the rainbow? A lot of people always say red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, right? Right. But if you look in between the blue and the purple, do you see that other color right there? Do you see that color right there? You know what that color is called? That color is called indigo. And when I think of indigo, I kind of think of it's a mix between the blue and the purple. It's like the blue and the purple got together and say, "Hey, hey, how are you, my friend? I'm wonderful, my friend." And they made a new color, and it goes right there in the middle. It's kind of like I said, a mixture of the blue and the purple, and it is called indigo. Now, there is a way that I learned how to remember the colors of the alphabet when I was, or colors of the alphabet. What in the world? The colors of the rainbow. I'm thinking about my alphabet. And it was one of my school teachers that taught me this, and her name was Pam Miller. It was Miss Miller when I was in the 3rd grade, and I never forgot this. To remember the colors of the rainbow in order, we have to remember a name, and it is Roy G. Biv. Okay. Roy G. Biv. Let me do that another way. Let me do it this way. R for what color? Red, right. And the O was for orange, correct. What about the Y? Y's for yellow, right. Okay, what was our next one? G for green, right? You guys are so smart. I'm so proud of you. Okay, what was the B? B was blue, right? Okay, now here's the one that we don't talk about a lot, but he's there and he's a color. Indigo. Indigo. And when we look at it, it has a blue in your crayon box. It has a blue piece of paper around it. And if we look here on the spelling, sometimes it's kind of hard to see the spelling on our crayon papers, but it's I-N-D-I-G-O, indigo. So we have our I for indigo, and look, see right there? It's not completely blue, is it? And it's not completely purple. It's a nice mix of both colors. And then a V, another word for purple, you know what that is? Violet. That's right, violet. You boys and girls are so smart. I'm so proud of you. So when we put all of those colors together, we have Roy G. Biv. And that's the way you can remember the order of the colors in the rainbow. All right? Great. Okay. Now we're going to get ready for our project. And our project today, all you need is a sheet of paper. And guess what? Your crayons. You're right. We are going to do a directed drawing. Does anybody out there know what a directed drawing is? Well, it's a drawing that we do step by step. We're going to do one thing at a time of our drawing. And when we all work together, we're just going to go step by step by step. And at the end, we're going to have a drawing. Now, are they going to look exactly alike? No, because we're all different. But they are going to be similar because we're using the same steps. Okay? All right, first I need to get my crayon box because I forgot one of the colors I'm going to need. Silly me. I'm having one of those days this morning. I started off, I got up, I was ready to go, I forgot my glasses. So I had to run to the store and buy me a pair of glasses. Then I got here to the patch office. Guess what I did? Forgot my glasses in the truck. So then I had to go back to the truck and get my glasses. And now guess what I did? I forgot a crayon that I needed. Oh, boy, I hope my day gets a little better from there. I'm sure it will. Okay, do you have your crayons? Do you have your paper? All right, now, I have just the crayons that I need in front of me, and I'm going to tell you what they are. Do you have any guesses? We read a book about a rainbow. We found out a word that we can use to remember the colors of the rainbow. So what colors do you think we're going to use? You're right. We're going to use red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Don't forget indigo. Right. That's a fun word to say too, isn't it? Indigo. And our other one, purple, but it's also called violet. All right. And then I'm also going to use a gray crayon. Now, if you don't have a gray crayon in your box, you could get your black crayon. So either one. Okay. All right, you ready? Well, the first thing we need to do is you need to take either your gray crayon or your black crayon, and we are going to make looks like a cotton ball or a powder puff right here at the bottom of my paper on one side. So I'm going to go around and around and around and around. All right, so I've got one powder puff or cloud or cotton ball on one side. And on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. So make another one on the other side. Okay, you got that? Now, what do we have there? You're right, we just drew two clouds. Good job. So now I need you to get out your red crayon. Find your red crayon. And we are going to make a line that goes, we're going to make an arch, okay? It's going to go from one side all the way over to the other. Ready? Do-do-do-do-do-do. We start at one cloud and we go all the way over to the other end of the cloud. Okay? What is that? Did I hear someone out there say, guess what, Miss Penny? We're going to make a rainbow. You're right. We are making a rainbow. Nothing gets past you, boys and girls. I'm so proud of you. So, what's the next color? You're right, we need orange. So get out your orange crayon and make your line for your orange portion of the rainbow. Good job. Okay, what's next? Remember Roy G. Biv. Yellow. You're right. Okay, get your yellow crayon. Make your yellow line that goes around and over to the other side. Excellent. Okay, what else? Green. That's green was the G. So make your line that goes from one cloud to the other. We're going to connect them. Okay, what do we need next? We need blue. And look, I have the two blues, or my two blue papers together. So I'm going to get my glasses and I want to find the one that says blue. B-L-U-E. Do we see it? You're right, it's right there, blue. And then when we look at them like here, you can see a little bit of a difference there, can't you? Right, so let's get our blue. Okay, around we go. Boom. All right, what's our next color? It's the forgotten color. What is it? It's that fun word we like to say. Indigo. You're right. Indigo is our next line for the rainbow. So from one side to the other. Boom. Good job. And our last color, right, it's purple. But what's the other word for purple? Violet. Good job. Violet. And that, we go from one side to the other. And guess what, boys and girls? Just there, all together, we made a rainbow. And oh, isn't it a beautiful rainbow? And I bet your rainbows are beautiful too. Each one unique, each one a little different, but we still followed the same steps to create the rainbow. And just remember, when you're drawing this rainbow and you're thinking about the book that we read, just remember, yes, there are times when we all don't get along, but we just need to take a break. Whew, take a deep breath, let it out, and let's talk about it, okay? If everybody could do that, it would be great, wouldn't it? It would. And I want to thank Mrs. Miller from my 3rd grade for teaching me Roy G. Biv. And, well, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you do some of these things. I'll see you later, boys and girls. Bye-bye. Have a good day.